Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Into the Breach. Had a really good time with the ice mechs, loved them. Unlocked the steel Judoka, and for you guys, this is the first time you're ever going to see me play them, but I did do one mission as them, and then my cat was being very cute and stepped on the stop recording button, and then stepped on the start recording button immediately after stepping on the stop recording button, so it didn't look like he had stopped the recording. Ha ha ha, hilarious. What a cute little ball of fur that I hate with every fiber of my being, except I actually love him, but I hate that I love him so much. So I only did one mission with the steel Judoka, and it sucked, so I just abandoned the timeline to start a new video here, and we're putting Bethany Jones, who is still, she's my pilot of choice here. We're gonna use the steel Judoka, and I'll explain what they do. I think, from my very limited time with them, I think that they're bad. Oh, you're a spider god. That's no good. They just have extremely low damage output. Let's try to get the Renfield bomb saved right off the bat here. So let's place them. So the first lord here, and I know you're like, stop calling everything lords. No, Mom, I won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not bad placement. We need to be able to protect the other Renfield bomb. Let's just wait here. You'll see, like, Iron Giant, he's got a pretty self-explanatory move. We got an awesome passive. But I haven't been able to, I should say, get the damage output that I've desired so far. So how does this work? This mech has a Vice Fist, which if I can demonstrate it here without having to do a new turn, but basically it does 1 damage, it picks up a unit and throws them behind you, like 1 tile behind the direction that you're attacking. This is great, except for the fact that you can't throw them on top of another unit to have 1 extra damage be done. So it really limits the amount of damage that can be done there. I'm not necessarily saying like I have 100% confidence it's trash, but that's been my experience so far, is that for the most part, good for repositioning, not good for dealing damage. Similarly, like if I come here, I can't use it on him and get him to throw himself into the mountain, which just grossly limits the damage dealing potential. Then we got Science Mech, Gravity Mech, which has some bonuses. The ability of the Gravity Mech to suck a unit away 1 space and maybe even suck them like into colliding with each other is good, but the other benefit here is the passive, which means that enemies do +1 damage against other enemies. So it's extremely good for damage output in a lot of situations. And then our main damage dealer is this Mech Lord here, who I'll probably move back 1 space. The way that Mech Lord works is that it's artillery, but it does no damage on the space it lands on, and then 1 damage on all spaces adjacent to it. So unfortunately, right now, it doesn't look incredible, but we can do 2 damage to a unit very easily if we do something like this. 2 damage. And then maybe you take Science Lord, and Science Lord does something like this. Gets a double kill. And right off the bat, you're saying, and now what are you complaining about? Obviously, this guy's a god. Not true. No target available. This guy is not a god. He's annoying, and I don't like him. I think he needs another attack early, because to be fair, I'm insulting a squad that I haven't really got that much experience with. I'll be 100% honest with you there. But there's like so few viable moves for this guy that it just makes me annoyed in a lot of circumstances here. I will tell you right off the bat, I see an okay move. This guy also starts with armor, so he lowers all weapon damage by 1, so he's really good at tanking shots. What I'm thinking right off the bat here is, if I come here, I could drag this guy 1 tile down. I can't really artillery him because it'll hit the building, but I could drag him 1 tile down. He's not attacking anything. What do I do with you? The thing is, if I go here... Oh, wait a minute. Is there a move? Is there an extremely great move? No? I got too galaxy brain for my own good. Come here. Throw this guy onto this. Okay, that's great. Except, what do you do about the Renfield bomb? Exactly true. It's good because it blocks a spawn. But, like, the Renfield bomb becomes a real problem. I guess you could do something like this. Pull the Renfield bomb one tile. And then this guy. I don't know what you want to do with this guy. It would be nice if we could shoot this guy onto the spawn, which is actually very easy. What about, like... No, because it's still going to hit the Renfield bomb in the process. Yeah, and that's going to take... Right. We can't do it. Alright, what the heck are we doing here? I don't dislike the idea of putting you here, except for the fact that it obviously leads to our Renfield bomb dying, so that's not even plausible to do in the first place. But you gotta go somewhere. So this is one plausible solution, is a pull, and I don't even know what I do about you. Probably I move one space down, throw you and block your shot, even though your shot's presently doing nothing. And then you don't really have any other options here. You could push him onto the spawn, but again, I don't know how many times I have to explain this to myself. We push him onto the spawn is extremely not good. What if you went here and pushed him into the mountain? That would probably get a kill. See, I'm not convinced that this turn is actually better. I think you're fine here and just repairing instead. Like, that leads to a better outcome, because this guy's already shooting nothing except, like, a mountain. Yeah, there's your dream turn, I think. It does give experience to a unit that can't use it, but I'm not really in a position to be mad about that yet. So 3 enemies next turn. Don't freeze me up. Don't freeze me up. He's freezing me up. Ideally, this seems like the right turn to finally have enemies hit each other. But it's not that easy. I can easily push you here, and I like it because you block a spawn. Unfortunately, I take 1 damage in the process there, and that's just something I can't abide. I could come over here and pull you down 1, free this guy up. What's he gonna do? This is a great question. I don't want to be inundated with enemies on the next turn, right? So what about... You come here. I like that. That's a free kill. It, again, goes to a... We're going to have to move Bethany onto a different mech. Because this is not necessary. I would really like to move you 1 tile. It's not going to work like that, though, is it? Okay. I think we like this. You might be coming up with better moves. And honestly, if you are, more power to you. That's not how you say that word. More purr to you. But I'm starting to get a feel for the Steel Judoka. I would definitely... With the Ice Gods, the turns played themselves. You know, you had to have a 6 IQ to get a 4-island victory like I did, and I'm, you know, proof positive of that. These guys, you seem to need a little bit more juice to get the job done. So, this is bad. You're only going to hit me for 1, though, so I think I'll let you, so that your buddy shoots you. Well, doesn't look like you're going to do that much damage. Wait. Galaxy Brain. Extreme Galaxy Brain. Hear me out. There's many ways out of this. But that actually gets a kill. And then you got this guy. What do you do about him? I don't know. Well, there's myriad options, I think would be the way that I would describe it. Is there any way I could finesse a kill out of this? I think the answer is yes, if I'm okay with killing the Renfield bomb. Because I could do, like... Push you away for 1. And, well, let's try this. I don't know if it'll work. Let's see. It would only do 1 damage. So you know what? No thank you, sir. Just repair instead. We've made it through. It took 10 minutes, but we made it through 1 mission successfully. And hey, we got a little bit of experience for everybody else. I think we are going to easily fail a lot of our objectives here. Not necessarily because we're taking grid damage, but because we're not killing enemies fast enough. So we got to choose our objectives very closely here. Like, take less than 3 damage and protect the generator. Take less than 3 damage and protect the batteries. Those are easy choices for being reasonably good. I want to be able to throw you into the drink, so I'm going to start over here. I want to be able to push you wherever I want. That's a good spot for that. And Science Lord, I don't really know what you do. So just start here and try not to get into anybody's way for the time being. By the way, I wanted to say, thanks for the support on Into the Breach. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. It's not my most successful series of all time, obviously, but I'm loving the galaxy brain moments. I'm having a really good time learning the game, and to be honest with you, I'm excited to not be like complete trash anymore. Like, the fact that we at least have 1 decent victory feels so good. So I'm telling you right now, I see some good moves. Like, what about this? Into a throw, which will kill this guy. You won't die, but you'll block a spawn. At least you won't die yet, but you'll block a spawn. And then what do we do about this? I mean, you could just move. And, well, you can't really move. I still like it, though. I'm gonna do it. Like, that's cool. Now, you're just a nightmare. I don't even know what to do about you. I'm like, maybe we shoot the... create a bunch of sand. And you'll die when the other thing dies, but then we gotta find a way to pull you back. Can we do that? Would this destroy the pod? Are we cool? Create smoke in an area I don't like. Getting like a little overzealous here, I think. I don't really need to push you onto the Cataclysm. I'm happy you're blocking the spawn. Obviously, we want the pod as well. And this shot, the benefit is it wouldn't destroy the pod. It would take away our shield, but we almost never have used our shield on that artillery to begin with, so what do we care? And then when the Scion dies, you would die as well, but the problem is, how do we get to... Well, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can do it. Let's try. Didn't destroy the pod. Ah, it's bad, you idiot. It pushes us onto the Cataclysm. Not a very good move. Unless you do it first. Can we? Shoot here. What's the point of this? It kills the Hornet, which I think is worth it. So a little friction there. But I feel like we finished relatively galaxy brain. We're blocking 2 spawns. Scion's gonna die, Hornet's gonna die. We're gonna have 2 enemies. One of them's gonna have 2 HP. Well, 1 HP because it's gonna block the spawn. That's right. Alright, well that's an easy... Well, actually it's not as easy as I would have liked, but... It's a trickier situation than I'd like to admit. These guys aren't going to spawn because the Cataclysm's going to knock them away. It's really this guy that becomes the problem. So to just kill him would be ideal. And the best way... I mean, the best way really seems to be this. Except it hits him into the building. We could throw him and then kill him more easily. And then what do you do about this guy? I guess the answer is like literally nothing. The other thing we could do, I mean, there's some like obvious plays. Like we put him here, toss you, or don't even toss you. then what do you do? I mean, you can obviously, like, you can pull this guy back one. For what purpose, though? Well, okay, what if you... Let's investigate that line. What if you pull this guy back one? You could then... Oh, but no matter where you throw him. Unless you throw him... Well, he'll die if you throw him, which is kind of the dream, isn't it? And then you only got this guy. It sucks that we can't pull him into an area we're happy with, but... Could we push him into an area we're happy with? No, the buildings are so close together, it's so hard to do, but... I think the pilots need experience. We want frictionless kills. I like you shooting down there. I just don't know what Science Lord does here. There's only going to be 3 units, and we can keep them pretty boxed in. But, like, to only have 1 viable action seems like something's gone terribly wrong. I think one thing we could do is create smoke here. But it's pretty weak. I'm gonna live with it, but it's pretty weak. The artillery still has the wherewithal to attack pretty much on any axis. It can hit anything here and anything here as well. So you're dead. You're dead as well. We only have 1 unit we need to worry about, and that's this guy right here. But I will admit, I'm looking at it and going, how the heck do I get him? Well, you're gonna hit for 2. You're just gonna get a kill, but you're gonna be dead first. All we need to do is move. But we're gonna lose the time pod. What a conundrum. Am I okay with dumping this science pilot to get a time pod for 1 extra reactor core? Or alternatively, is there any... None of these are flying, obviously. Oh, you know what? Grab the time pod. And get removed to safety. And I think we're good. Interesting turn. No buildings are gonna die. I think we managed to get out of that situation, and the experience got split, which is nice. Okay. We're still trucking along here, even though it looked a little scary. Come on, reactor core and a pilot. Ooh, ice generator. Freeze yourself and any nearby tiles. So, at the risk of this being cheesy, I want to, like... It's free, too? I think we put that on the science mech. Cost 2 power, are you crazy? And then we put Bethany Jones on the science mech. And find a way to power that up. She's got 1 spare power already, so like, yeah. And Anton, you're gonna go here. And admittedly, this passive's not gonna work yet. But I think having the ice generator, oh my god, is well worth it. And we know Bethany plus Freeze is like a classic combo. I think we'll just continue with the ones that seem easiest to do, like take less than 3 grid damage and protect the emergency batteries. Really, we want artillery up at the front, as ridiculous as that might sound. And I think we actually want to do like that, so we can maybe throw you into the water. We want artillery at the front so we can actually hit on the... like either the horizontal or the vertical axis as is necessary. So we do have a freeze generator now. It only has 1 use. But still, I mean, like, we're talking, that's a pretty good use. So, I think I throw you, put you on here, and take a hit from you, which is irrelevant. And then you, I don't know what I do about you. I can't really push you over one. I could freeze you. But if I'm going to freeze you, I shouldn't throw you. But freezing is cool? Ooh, okay, hear me out here. I'm not convinced this is any good, but I kinda love it. I don't even want to make this smoke, because I want to be able to throw off of it if possible. Yeah. Anyway, end turn. We froze 3 mechs, which should give us a lot of time, because these guys are going to be preoccupied with probably breaking their boys out, which makes my life a lot easier. Like right off the bat, I'm telling you, why don't we just come here, toss this guy over here, he lands in the smoke, he's not doing anything. I could come close to killing you with a push. But I kind of think you just do nothing. Maybe get yourself in a position where you could do something next turn, but I don't know, keeping you here keeps you relatively central so you can do a pull in like any direction. I don't know, what do you do, you know? Probably come here and then work on getting that Scion killed. Can now easily be killed with a push if we want to freeze something from the ice, which we don't want to do until the next turn. Okay, so you're freeing a unit from the ice, which is irrelevant to me. Kill the Scion very easily. That's like, I think that's our best move because we also get to block a spawn. Only does a 1 damage, huh? Because you know I'm looking at this and I'm going like, okay, what if I hit you here? It does 2 damage to you. It does take away my shield. Creates a lot of smoke. And then this might free a unit, but it does give us experience. It did free a unit, so I kind of regret it because it also gave experience. I forgot we had switched pilots. It gave experience to a pilot we don't care about. But we only have 2 units next turn. You're doing nothing. You've frozen me, which is horrible, but it doesn't matter because you're all extremely dead. So our galaxy brain just continues here. If I can get a kill, I'm going to go for a kill, but if we can't get a kill, we can't get a kill. So they're gone. Perfect Island, I think, is really important right off the bat, because we kind of need, I mean, we need more reactor cores to get our passive damage bonus back to begin with, but we also need to find a way to kill these enemies. Like, we need to get more damage. Kill 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. I don't buy it. I don't think I can do it. We don't have the damage. Destroy 2 mountains. That's really tough, honestly. So I think we have to go defend the Earth Mover and end battle with less than 4 mech damage. I mean, do not kill the volatile Vec. We know we can freeze it. Alright, let's give it a shot. How much can you move? 3. Okay, so not much. I'd like to be able to toss you next turn and hit you with artillery. Something like that. You, I want to freeze. 100%. So we're closing in on a perfect island with Steel Judoka, which is like unfathomable to me. I really wish you'd come into a different spot, but I'll tell you what, I don't need to freeze you on this turn. One fairly obvious sort of turn would just be to dust this poor guy. This guy, well, hold up. You would come... Well... It's like, it's complicated. You throw this guy, you do 1 damage. You come down here, or... Ooh, could you even get here? Pull you into you? And then artillery just pushes you onto the spawn? Like, it puts us out of freeze range, which is very dangerous, but... Doesn't do as much damage as I'd like. I'm willing to accept 1 grid damage. But I don't think I have to. So let's reset. I think it's a good turn to reset. There's a better turn. And I think it's actually obvious. This is the one you don't want to mess up. Oh yeah, you just deliberately hit your own building. Substantially smarter. It's kind of tempting to just freeze this dude and block a spawn. I think I'm okay with that. We get 1 Vex spawning next turn. We lose our shield, but we've already used our freeze, so it's not that relevant. I can't get where you need me to go anyway. So I think we do like a... something like that. Well, we don't have to. But we want to keep blocking this spawn. Yeah, I think this turn is fine. Two Vex spawning next turn. You don't need to do anything. You're good. In the whole scheme of things, 1 grid damage for this is not a big deal at all. Of course, we'd rather not see it, but... It's a bad turn, kind of. Unless we want to free our boy from the ice, which I do not want to do. I'm still trapped. Ah, but you can... Ah, but if you pop him, you got problems, don't you? Yes, because... Oh, he's already blocking 1 damage. So he might as well just... Yeah, I think you repair. And I think you repair, and then you only take 1 damage, and you block a spawn. It's a little cheeky. Alright, so this mech just obviously hates his life. I think you just move everybody. Probably the weirdest but coolest way to do that is to shoot your own mech, push everybody away. Whoa, we got an achievement. That's the move 5 units in the same turn achievement. And then you just come here, something like this. Pick this guy up and toss him behind you. And you're good. Completed both of your objectives. Perfect island bonus still up. Even though we did lose 1 grid power because we were stupid and accidentally hit our own building with an artillery shell. And we gotta look at this as a relatively successful start as a group I've never played as before. And this should be our final mission for Island 1. Destroy the Scorpion Leader. The hard part is gonna be killing the big bad. We really gotta get working on him early. Our artillery is in a terrible spot, so I think something like this is most likely to work. We need our artillery to be in a mobile position where it can hit anything. Yeah, you're annoying. Pushing you down is the best option. It would be nice to have the friendly fire bonus here. I'll level with you on that one. Yeah, I know, Ruka, but you can't be in here. You're being a bad boy. This guy's just doing nothing, huh? It's kind of tempting to just, you know, pull him onto a spawn. But then you can't get anywhere near where you want to go. And this guy's got to take damage on turn 1. There's no... Well, actually, no, but you can't get here. If you could get here, this would be an okay throw. Kind of. No, it would be. Especially who attacks first. Obviously, the elite attacks first. Okay. Well, I'd like you to get like 1 tile down. Or you could get 1 tile up. But then we'd lose both of these buildings. I'm really skeptical that our perfect island bonus comes through in the clutch here. Because remember, like, part of the draw is that we gotta kill this guy, and we can't really kill him if we freeze him. I can't just come here and throw him, unfortunately. Although I believe in my heart of hearts that that should work. Blocking 1 spawn is no problem whatsoever. But right now I'm looking at it and like my general game plan leads to us blocking 0. Or blocking 1, killing 0. Which is just horrendous. Okay, I'm starting to get something here. It's like... Shoot, you take 1. You're gonna block a spawn and take 1. Then, we can actually come here, throw you, and then use our science guy to pull you out of the range of the Titan Fist? I don't think this is good, but I do think it's a start. You're gonna die to friendly fire, which means we get experience, but you won't block the spawn. Is there any other place I could throw you successfully? Not really. Because I can't get here, no matter what. You know, in a situation like this, I think it's probably better to block a spawn than it is to save our dude from 1 mech damage. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I think I definitely agree that I overvalue blocking spawns. Well. But I think this is okay. Step one, you gotta free these guys. So you're gonna shoot right here. Had to be done. Now you're already safe, so if we don't want to, we don't have to, but we gotta find a way to deal damage to you. Yeah, I think I got a strat. So first off, Scion's gotta go. So I think the way we do it actually is like this. Pull you. Although, I'm trying to think, you take 1 damage. The Scion has to go. But we don't have to kill it this turn. I could throw you into the path of the enemy. We'd have 4 enemies next turn. One of them would be a Scion. Wouldn't we rather kill an enemy? Well, no. Not in this case. Because... no, this doesn't block it doesn't block a spawn, but it does kill a Scion. Probably better to kill the Scion early. Burns me up a little bit, but... there we go. And remember, we can always take a little grid damage. At this point, we're trying to get this perfect island bonus to work. We're realizing, like, how are we going to put this much damage out against the Scorpion in 1 turn? It's becoming nearly unfathomable. Just horrible. That's just a terrible turn of events. And I can't get anywhere that can shoot you effectively, which is the worst. So we might, I know I just said it was so important, we might have to give up on our perfect island bonus. It pains me to no end to do it. But like, we win the mission so easily, oh my lord. We win the mission so easily with a freeze. I think I got to accept. Unfortunately, this is our path forward. You know what? Like, life goes on. I had a sneaking suspicion it was going to be relatively unlikely to begin with for us to be able to make that happen, but hey, we're going to have a lot of corporate rep. We're going to be able to get some good stuff going on here. We got 2 enemies, both of which are easy to deal with. Would like some more kills, though. I mean, like, the easy kill is, you come here. Shoot this. Oh, no, not an easy kill. Disregard. The easy kill is you come here. There you go. Decent experience chunk. But you are just, like, lost in space. Like, I can't do anything with you. I can still throw you, but what's the point? Alright, so we missed our perfect island bonus, but I think, all things considered, leaving the first island with full grid power is okay. We're gonna have, like, 7 corporate, maybe 6 corporate reputation? Yeah, we're gonna have 6. And we need a weapon. A light tank does 1 damage, draws some aggro, doesn't push. Attraction pulse, we already kind of got it. Wind torrent, push all units in a single direction. It's a fantastic item. I understand the value of this shield tank as well. But we need damage, let's not forget that. Is 1 damage enough? I don't know. Like, Wind Torrent is so good. Because it requires 2 power, we can't use it. Give me a little grid overpower. Now, we have to figure this out. Your Vice Fist kinda sucks. Your love life's the OA. It's like you're always stuck in the second gear. This freeze is ridiculous, by the way. I guess if we're gonna push a unit, we might prefer to just get the wind torrent going. And then would we rather power this up or rather get unlimited uses? I think we'd rather get the actual benefit. Oh, we don't even have the power anymore. Oh well. We'll be back in the next episode to see if we can keep this ramshackle dream alive. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.